still in third chapter of Yoga Sutra. Today is verse 26. By casting light of inner consciousness upon the subtle, the concealed and the distant, one gains knowledge of the same. Whatever you focus yourself, he is talking about focusing, and then he'll explain to us why he's speaking about all these things. Whatever you focus upon, you have such a powerful mind that you can basically know about anything and everything. You focus upon something, you'll know it. So you focus upon the subtle. The subtle is implying you focus upon yourself, you know yourself. Concealed and the distant. Our own self is concealed right now. At the same time, if you are focusing about distant things, you'll know about distant things. Why self-discovery has been pending for such a long time? Because right now we are focusing upon distant things. We are so much interested in what is happening outside us. So we have totally forgotten what is happening inside us. The whole point here in this verse is how to make a U-turn, how to shift our consciousness from outside, from distant things, to what is inside. 27. By virtue of samyam, we have been discussing this. What is samyam? That's the trio of dharana or contemplation, dhyana or meditation, and samadhi or being conscious of. The light of ever effulgent Surya or the sun, one gains knowledge about the world. I was just mesmerized actually with the latest discoveries, latest scientific discoveries. And that is confirming what our rishis, what our sages said long time back. Surya is a star, Surya is sun. But in the Sanskrit language, it is not called star. It is considered as star, but it is called Surya. Surya means a star that makes noise, that makes sound, swara. Most of other planets, either the sound is so subtle or irrelevant, but the ancient sages said the sound of Surya makes you alive. Why we are living? It is because the sound of Surya. Surya is giving us light. Surya is giving us energy. So the Hindu, the ancient Hindu astronomy, Surya's place is in the middle. It is not that Surya is in the middle of the sky, no. But Surya is considered in the middle because it is because of this light that we are all alive. And when there is such a huge energy coming out from Surya, there has to be sound. There has to be sound. Lately, this is just few years ago, first they found out that the sound was the sound of Om. This is NASA. This is not just any other scientist. That the sound was Om. Now when they try to dissect this sound of continuous Om, Om is continuous. It's continuous, coming out, the existential sound, coming out from the space. Now when they try to see, what is this sound? What is this sound made of? You'll be surprised. They are made of different sounds which are the sounds of the Sanskrit, the Devanagari alphabet, the Devanagari script. It is mind-boggling. how did they make this script based on the sounds coming out from Surya, from the sun? They must have heard it. And this is why NASA is more confident now that this is the only language, the only script that can be used for artificial intelligence. It is all very scientific. So he says here that by virtue of samyam, dharana or contemplation, dhyana or meditation, and samadhi or being conscious of the light of ever effulgent Surya or the sun, one gains knowledge of the world. Of course, once you know the quality of the life force, the prana, once you know the quality of that life force, you know everything about the world, because the world is alive because of that life force. Prana, chi, in Japanese it is called ki, in Chinese chi. Once you know the quality of the prana, right now our medical science is only knowing the quality of blood. That also is not really absolute as yet. It is not the ultimate knowledge. They are gaining further more and more information. But we are stopping at that level. The knowledge about the blood, the knowledge of different organs. But this blood, these different organs are controlled by prana. Is it possible, and I'm sure it will be moving towards that direction, one day medical science will no longer consider blood test as important. They will consider the pranic test. Because once you know the quality of prana, you know how it is affecting your blood. One of the verses in Rig Veda, for all kind of blood disorder, every morning during the dawn, that is around 7, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, up to 10 o'clock, just lie on your tummy, on your stomach, with your back facing the sunlight, the sun. Many of blood disorders can be treated that way. So, the quality of prana, once you know the quality of prana, then you know what is happening to this world. 28. By virtue of samyam, dharana or contemplation, dhyana or meditation, and samadhi or being conscious of the soothing light of Chandra or the moon, one gains knowledge about the entire constellation of the stars. Moon is considered very important because our mind is controlled by the moon. Even our brain is controlled by the moon. Right now, science has already accepted. During full moon, the waters of the sea is rising. And during the end moon, the dark moon, the level of the seas are declining. And this is happening with us. Our liquids are rising during full moon and declining during dark moon. So if you are suffering from high blood pressure and then you eat something that can make your blood pressure rise, and that happens to be during full moon, then you may have a stroke. As simple as that. If you don't believe, just go to any hospital and see how many cases of stroke they are having 4 days before full moon, and 4 or 5 days after full moon. If we can know that, and if somebody is having a mild stroke, sometimes we don't understand it. I had a mild stroke once and I didn't know it was a stroke. But once you have a mild stroke, you don't know. If you know that this is happening to me during this period of 8 days, about 4 days before full moon, 4 days after full moon, then you can control. So this Chandra, this moon, is controlling constellation because it is controlling the water, and the constellation that is out there is also in here. The same constellation is in here. We have a miniature of the Navagraha, the 9 most important planets. All those planets, all the qualities of those planets, we are not going to go into that in any detail. That will take a lot of time. But all the qualities of those different planets, what is the quality of Venus? What is the quality of Mars? What kind of energy is affecting us from Venus, from Mars? And then there is the father of all energies, Sun. And when you are born, what was the constellation when you were born? That is already affecting our body, our mind, our brain, how to deal with that. So all this is science that is now, people are realizing that yes, this was not just just an imaginary. 29. By virtue of samyam, dharana, contemplation, dhyana, meditation, and samadhi, or being conscious of the polar star, one gains knowledge of the movement of the stars. Until very recently, until about 200 years ago or so, when compass was not there, the seamen, the seafarers, they would base their direction on the polar star. They know the polar star is there, then they know this so much degrees from here, I'll be going to this part, so much degrees of this side, I'll be going to that island. So they use polar star as their guiding principle. 30. By virtue of samyam on the Navel Chakra or energy center, knowledge of the vyuha, the order or the working of bodies gain. Navel Chakra, your navel is very important. Now, if the first man was created by God, we have a question. Did he have a navel or no? If he is created, there's no navel, and this no navel one means, how was he born? Even now, we have forgotten this navel chakra. Navel, is it? We have forgotten the navel chakra. How many of you clean your navel every day when you take bath? We forget. It is very important to put some oil. If possible, the best oil is ghee, of course. But if you don't have ghee, then you can use little bit of coconut oil. Just dip your finger. Just dip your finger with coconut oil and then just put it there. Just rub it there. You see, within few days you'll be more healthy. Within few days. This is one chakra that is absorbing energy. In the Hindu tradition, they show Vishnu lying on the sea of milk, and creator, Brahma is the creator. So Brahma is not God. The supreme God is different. Brahma is just a creator. Brahma is arising from this navel. So he has a navel also. And Vishnu has a navel also. So we don't know God has a navel or no. But this is very important because a lot of time we cannot raise our consciousness because we are stuck there. The first 3 chakras: eat, sleep, sex, produce children. We are stuck with the basic instincts, with the first 3 chakras. Comforts, and comforts can be sophisticated. We find comfort in a place like this. Some people would like to stay in 5-star, 6-star, 7-star. I am told there are boutique hotels nearby here. They are charging like $5,000 to $7,000 a night. So some people are more comfortable there, but basically it's third chakra. Whether you find comfort here or you find comfort in $7,000 a night hotel, it is basically about your third chakra. We are not moving out from there. We are in these first 3 chakras. And this is getting worse now. We have been discussing this. Just look at the numbers of food courts, numbers of restaurants. In no time in our history, when I was a kid, I was traveling. I went to India, I went to Singapore. I was about 10, 11, 12 years old, Sri Lanka. We never saw so many restaurants anywhere in all those cities. I don't know about the West because I was not traveling to the West that time. But even in 70s, when I began to travel to the West, you don't find so many food courts with hundreds of restaurants. Look at here. Look at here. You go anywhere, food. First chakra. First chakra. We are heavy on the first chakra. So first 3 chakras, we are heavy there. We are not moving, so maybe by rubbing some oil, let's see.